if I chose to work during school, it would interfere with my academics in some way. And also, I mean, the way I see it is because while I'm here, I mean, I'm taking out loans, I'm paying so much money to go here, I'm incurring student debt. I don't want, like, I want to try to make the most of it while I'm here. I don't want to have other obligations going on. So, I mean, if I'm going to be spending the money and spending the money and doing it, I want to do something 100%, not like splitting my time. Well, yeah, I usually work every summer. Um, Back home, we have like a family-owned hardware store. So every summer I go home and I work there, like basically full time, like trying to make up for all the times I don't work during the school year. So I'm like trying to get as much work in while I'm not in school, type of thing. So yeah, I have a single mom. So then she's raising me and my brother. I mean, we're middle class. We're basically like we don't really have the luxury of saving up for college and everything growing up. So it's one of those things where she's helped us a lot growing up, and financially she still helps us now. But for the most part, I mean, me and my brother both incur a lot of student debt and everything. Probably like somewhere 30 something thousand. I'm not entirely sure exactly, but something around there, yeah. And then after that, I want to go to law school, so we'll see how much more. But yeah, I guess it's kind of like this thing that's like looming over my head that I think about every once in a while. Um, Especially this past year because I've been thinking more about my future and what I want to do after college. And with that comes the whole thought of, well, I still have my debt that I'm going to have to pay for when I graduate. And it's like, I don't know, there is some sort of anxiety with it. When I work over summers, like 90% of the money that I make, I end up saving because I want to be able to pay for school. And then after I graduate, start taking care of those debt, like the loans as soon as I can. I feel like the vast majority of what I make does go towards thinking about that looming cloud of debt over my head. You know, I feel like I don't have the luxury of not worrying about those types of things, which a lot of college students don't. I feel like the majority of people are worrying about those types of things. So, you know, you can't really be unwise with your money, I guess. Yeah. I do feel like a lot of people that are dealing with student debts tend to look more into like the now because their financial situation, they may not have the luxury to think, okay, I don't have to worry about paying for this or that. I'm just going to do this and I'm going to succeed at doing whatever. And they may not be looking at graduate school or other things like that because they're already in so much of a hole of debt and everything. The people that incur student debts are the people that end up getting those jobs that aren't very, I guess, aren't very like well-paying jobs, just because they need some sort of income, even if they don't know what they're doing with their lives, and they may do something further from there. But and typically people that don't have that problem in their lives don't really have to like look for jobs like that. Me and my brother are extremely lucky that we've had that store and that we're in that situation because yeah, we are kind of like in the middle class-ish area, but it's like if we didn't have that, we would definitely be in the situation where I would probably be working right now, thinking of money now. I wouldn't have the luxury of thinking, okay, well, I'm going to go to law school, blah, blah. I'd be like, oh crap, I have all this debt I need to take care of now. And if it wasn't for that, I would, yeah, I would definitely be in a situation like that. So I'm not sure what I would do because, you know, obviously I'd have my degree in classics and history, but I don't know what I would do with that without pursuing like a further education at all. I'd probably end up was working at like the family store, which it's kind of funny because there's, you know, it's like a local business. And whenever I worked there over summer, people were like, oh, when are you going to take over the store? And I'm just like, I don't want to. About the whole like American dream thing, I feel like almost now more than ever, you need like graduate schooling to like, be able to excel and move up, have that like beyond just a bachelor's degree. Otherwise you're kind of just stagnant, you know, which I don't know. It is kind of interesting that it used to be like, oh, people that go to college are like the ones that are going to have really good jobs and be well off and be upper middle class and whatever, and be able to pursue the American dream. But now it's like, if you just get your college degree just like everybody else, you're kind of just in the same place that you were your whole life. Large amount of people don't have the luxury to even think about graduate school because they have that debt, and then they don't have they're not in the financial situation where they can worry about taking on more debt or anything like that. It's just like, okay, well, if I don't pay off this debt sooner or later, I'm gonna, you know, be screwed.